Thank you for joining us tonight for our annual Domestic Violence Vigil. As we know, October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and we would like to take this time to remember the lives lost as a result of their abuse. I would like to take this time to introduce to you our Executive Director, Julie Proctor. Julie, please come on down.
Thank you, Monica. I usually spend the time here thanking everybody for coming tonight, but through COVID, you know that we're doing things a little bit differently this year, as everybody has to, so we're going to just be doing this videotaping. If those of you that don't know about S.A.F.E, we were formed in 1994 by a group of concerned citizens that felt a need for services in Henderson for domestic violence victims. At the time, I was married to Judge Ken Proctor, and we are in his park right now. This is his memorial park. He passed away in May of 2014, and he was very, very instrumental in getting this S.A.F.E started. And so I'd like to take a moment to thank Ken and remember him for all that he has done for us, and that I know that he's looking down upon us tonight. S.A.F.E has been around for quite a few years now. We give confidential shelter. We can house about 68 women and children at a time. We own our own 800 square foot facility, and we also offer counseling, legal advocacy. We have a children's learning center. We have housing available that we've received a grant so that we can help our clients move into secure housing once they're exiting our shelter. All of our services are free of charge, and we have helped thousands of women and children and men throughout the years. This is a very, very special time for us because it gives us a chance to remember those that have lost their lives to domestic violence. Unfortunately, we do not have the opportunity to have people here that we usually would put a rose in the vase over here telling you exactly who passed away, their age, and how many children they left behind. So tonight we're just remembering everybody that has lost their lives to domestic violence. And I want to thank those that are here for coming. And at this time I would like to introduce our guest speaker, Sequoia. She's going to tell us a little bit about her story. Sequoia, do you want to come forward?
First and foremost, I would like to thank S.A.F.E for offering me a space to tell my story. On October, I found myself in a situation that I never thought I would be in. On September 13, 2020, I experienced domestic violence, and I called 911. Unfortunately, I was arrested instead of my abuser, and I am here today to speak about this injustice because it happens, unfortunately, to those of my culture. I am a Black woman, and I found S.A.F.E that gave me legal advice. Also, I am attending counseling sessions every Wednesday, and I'm so grateful because they were the only agency that would speak to me. Because I was the defendant and arrested, most people wouldn't even listen to my story. So I'm truly grateful for S.A.F.E for giving me a safe space to speak my truth and also speak up for others of domestic violence. And to all the survivors, know that you have a space at S.A.F.E. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Beth, and I am a Director of Operations at S.A.F.E. And now we're going to light the candle in memory of those victims. According to the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence, intimate partner violence accounts for 15% of all violent crime. 1 in 2 female murder victims and 1 in 13 male murder victims are killed by their intimate partners. According to most recent data available from the FBI, there were 2,237 homicides by intimate partners in 2017. For years, the state of Nevada has ranked in the top 5 states for domestic violence-related fatalities, and it has often been number 1. These heartbreaking deaths are not just the direct victims of ongoing violence. A study of these IPV-related homicides also found that 20% of victims were family members, friends of the abused partner, neighbors, persons who intervened, law enforcement responders, or bystanders. Intimate partner violence is a public health crisis. Today, we light this candle in remembrance of all those precious lives extinguished by intimate partner violence. We strive to bring the devastating truth behind these violent crimes to light. We hope to bring light to those who feel shrouded in darkness because of these tragedies. We wish to light a path for those victims who are currently suffering in silence. Now, we would like to take a moment of silence, not only to honor the victims whose lives were lost, but also stand in solidarity with those whose voices are currently being stifled by their abusive partners. Thank you, and I'd like to bring Monica back up to read us a poem.
I'm going to be reading a poem by Kimberly Collins called Remember My Name. When you remember my walk upon this earth, look not into my steps with pity. When you taste the tears of my journey, notice how they flow. Not my story. My story must be told, must remain in conscious memory, so my daughters won't cry my tears or follow my tortured legacy. Loving is a tricky thing if it doesn't come from a healthy place. If loving doesn't first practice on self, it will act like a stray bullet, not caring what it hits. You may say, maybe I should have loved him a little less. Maybe I should have loved him a little more. Maybe I should have not believed he would never hit me again. All those maybes will not bring me back. Not right is wrong. My life was not just to take. As your eyes glance my name, understand once I breathed, walked, loved, just like you. I wish for all who glance my name to know love turned fear, kept me there. Love twisted to fear, kept me in a chokehold, cut off my air, blurred my vision. I couldn't see how to break free. I should have told my family. I should have told my friends. I should have gotten that TPO before the police let me go. But all those shouldas can't bring me back when I lied so well. To cover the shame, to hide the signs. If my death had to show what love isn't, if my death had to show that love shouldn't hurt, if my death had to make sure another woman told a friend instead of holding it in, if my death reminds you how beautiful, how worthy you really are, if my death reminds you to honor all you are daily, then remember my name. Shout it from the center of your soul. Wake me in my grave. Let me know my living was not in vain. I want to thank you guys all for watching us and for being here and for just listening. For those of you who don't know me, I'm the Outreach and Education Coordinator here at S.A.F.E House. A S.A.F.E House is also dear to my heart. S.A.F.E House saved my life, and it saved so many others. If you would like to get involved, please contact me at 702-451-4203. I would love to connect with you and know that you are not alone. Thank you so much.